The COVID lockdown changed my life forever. I remember watching the news as I was a university student at the time, and I saw the whole world was being shut down. So all of my internships, everything I had lined up, were gone. And to be honest with you, I'm glad they were, because at the time, I hated what I was doing. And I dreaded the thought of being in a lab from 9 to 5 every day. It haunted me so much. I just procrastinated all the time, smoked weed and did a bunch of stupid things that I regret. But, anyways, after the lockdown, or that following day it was announced, I realized I had to adapt quickly and teach myself a new skill that has changed my life. And that skill is software development. Now, if you're learning to code today, you have tools like ChatGPT, you got GitHub Copilot, you got all of these great AI tools that just did not exist when I was trying to learn. But these tools alone will not get you to that first developer role that you so desperately want. In this video, I'm going to hammer home the main point, which is do not go it alone. Find people who have what you're looking for. So, what do I mean by that? All right, take me for instance. I wanted to become a full stack web developer so I could get into Web3, which I am now in. What I did to get there is I relentlessly learned a bunch of languages and frameworks that I did not need. But what did help me get there was networking, both physically and virtually. Again, know what job you want, know where you want to go, and go backwards from there. So if you want to become a full stack web developer, attend conferences and find the people there who are hiring. How do you find them? Simply walk up to them and say, hey, my name is Hakeem and I'm looking for a junior developer role as a full stack engineer. Are you hiring, or do you know someone who is? That's all you have to say. It's a simple sales pitch, if you can call it that. And you'll be surprised at how many people will offer you a job. Now, the second part I said was virtual networking. Now, how do you network virtually? How do you find people virtually? Now, the virtual way of doing it, I would say, is through hackathons. Now, hackathons are great because you have a limited time span and you get to work with developers who are way better than you. And I remember doing a bootcamp a couple of years ago in the summer. It was a Web3 one, and we had to build just a typical we had to build a Web3 application that had real world use cases, and I built an NFT minter at the time. And I remember working with a guy who had about 2 decades, 20 years of experience. And I learned so much from working with him. And then I did another boot camp. Well, I did a boot camp after that, which was where I actually worked in a team of full stack developers, back end, front end developers. There was about 5 of us. Another Web3 boot camp. And I learned tons of how to use Git in a collaborative manner. So Git and GitHub. I learned how to write proper React components there. I learned more about the back end. I didn't know a lot about API development at the time. And that was all from working with people who were far better than me, who had years of experience, some of them decades. So that's how you do it virtually. Now, a hackathon itself won't get you that first role, but it will give you the confidence so that when you get that first job, you've already worked in a team. Does that make sense? So hackathons give you the skills, not just technical, but the people and communication skills to work in a team. And then when you attend those in-life person events, you have the confidence and you also have an experience that you can talk about as you're trying to get your first role. So the two are closely related, and I highly advocate for doing both. Let me know in the comments if you've tried to do either of these, and I want to know your experiences. I'm really genuinely curious. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.